welcome to the Hoops Family Network. If you're brand new to the channel, please consider subscribing, tapping that notification bell that lets you know anytime we post a new video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, comment down below, and share this out so others can see it. Today's video is going to be review of the Coral Reef restaurant at Epcot. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to set the scene for you a little bit so you can understand what we went through on this particular day.
Because it was very interesting.
A lot went on. An hour before our reservation for Coral Reef,
I realized that I didn't have my insulin with me for that day. So I had to run back to the hotel and grab my insulin. And at the time, the Skyliner was open, so that was my only way of getting there. So I had to literally go to the back of Epcot.
We were closer to the Skyliner than we were to go to the front and hit a bus.
I think we were at the Imagination Pavilion, which is kind of in between.
Yeah, and I think it was the Skyliner was the only way over there because buses weren't running.
Well, buses don't run on the for the Skyliner resorts unless it's raining. But from the time of getting from the Imagination Pavilion back to in between the UK Pavilion and France, getting on the Skyliner, going back to the hotel, which is Pop Century, which is at the end of the line, getting my insulin, and coming back, by the time I hit the Epcot line at the Caribbean Beach Resort, it started looking like there was a storm coming. I was the very last person to enter a cabin there because after me, they started not allowing people to get on the Skyliner. But from the time I left to the time I got there, I was only about 5 minutes past our reservation time, which while I was gone, she checked in. And
I checked in and I took Ryan to Spaceship Earth because right around the corner from Coral Reef. So I did the Nemo ride with Ryan, and I went to Spaceship Earth to kind of give some time, so we didn't just sit around and waste, our day.
And about the time coming from the back where the Skyliner station is, you go up through the UK, Canada, and then you hit the Imagination Pavilion, the Land Pavilion, and then the Seas Pavilion, which is where our lunch was. By the time I hit the Land Pavilion, it started to downpour.
Yes, it was. It was downpouring for like a good 15.
I wouldn't even say that. By the time it's before I got there to the time we were done eating, it had stopped raining at that point. But from when it started raining at that point, when I was at the Land Pavilion, I literally ran to the Seas Pavilion, which was the next pavilion, so I wasn't getting drenched because I didn't have an umbrella, I didn't have a raincoat, I didn't have anything on me. So I made it there, and from the Land Pavilion to the Seas Pavilion, probably a good 30 seconds from running.
Yeah, and I had checked in, so they told me that they would not go and seat us yet because our party wasn't there. And I explained to him he had to go back get his insulin. And I kept tabs with him, so we were checked in, and they let us sit there out of the rain.
They were nice, and they still waited for me instead of just saying, oh, you're not here for your reservation, you can't come in.
There really was no wait either. It was like us and like one other family in there.
Yeah.
And nobody was really waiting to go and eat anyway, so... Right. It was fairly quiet, and that's why we also didn't get to film because as soon as
I showed up, I walked in, they just they told them to get up, and we went straight to our table. I didn't have time to get the camera out and start recording.
We totally forgot about filming anything. We sat down, had a meal, just was talking, and by the time we had finished, we realized we never filmed any of this. So we were kind of upset because we had a really good view of the aquarium.
We were, I believe, the first row of booths, which you at the bottom level you have tables, then you have a row of booths, and then you have a second row of booths up at the top. So we were kind of in the middle of the restaurant, so we had a pretty good view of the aquarium.
And to start off, so we got our drinks, and the guy was pretty much bored.
He kept coming back and talking to us in between what he was doing because he was trying to find stuff to do.
And he was he was one of the sweetest people. He almost like sat down and was just talking with us, and he was talking about our experience, and we explained to him we've been there before, but it was Ryan's first time, and we were there celebrating his birthday, and so we ordered our food, and we'll explain too here in a minute, but they gave Ryan an extra dessert for it being his birthday. But first, we ended up,
you and I both got the 10-ounce ribeye steak. From us going before this trip, that's what we got before, and it was fantastic in our opinion.
One of the best steaks we've ever had.
Pretty much you get your steak. They put butter on top of it, which is very nice, especially with the flavoring to eat with it. Then we also got mashed potatoes with bacon and butter on it as well. But other than that, to me the steak was done perfect. We usually order it between medium well. Came out perfect, nice and tender, juicy, all that. Never had an issue with it.
We told ourselves we would order steak from there every time we go.
That's one of our... Coral Reef is one of our must hits when we go to Epcot so far.
It's one of our favorite places to eat. So yeah, we had the steak, the mashed potatoes.
And then Ryan, he got chicken. Usually, they usually have it, it's labeled chicken with a soy sauce on top of it. But since he's kind of picky, we told them to not put the soy sauce on, which they were perfectly okay with. They will accommodate you to whatever you need to do for dietary needs.
They also have an allergy-friendly menu as well.
Yes.
So.
And then with his chicken, he got a fruit cup and a gelatin bowl, which they also added goldfish laying on top of the
I think
gelatin.
He also got a gelatin too, like chocolate pudding.
Yeah, they may have given him a pudding as a third side for his birthday.
Yeah, because we were sitting there, he had finished his food, and the guy asked, hey, is there a third option he would like that
to keep him
for
busy.
His birthday and
to keep him busy.
So they went ahead and got him. I think that's when he got the chocolate gelato.
Yeah.
But it was an awesome environment. You get to watch the fish in the aquarium. The setting was just perfect. There was nobody around.
Right.
It was one of the best times to be able to go. So if you like seafood, it's the place for you. They have wasn't there lobster?
There wasn't lobster. It was
or shrimp.
It was whatever the fish of the day, shrimp. I can't remember what other seafood option. I know it wasn't lobster. They had a lobster bisque you could order as an appetizer.
But it's seafood, and for children they have chicken. There's a steak option.
They had shrimp and fish.
Yes.
Also.
So there are stuff for children there, but it's definitely a great place to kind of have a date night, just a couple meal, just
Right.
It's a nice sit down place. Even when we were there for our anniversary a couple years, or it was our honeymoon, it was a nice setting.
Yeah.
I mean, we had kids around us and all, but it wasn't that bad. Like, it was definitely a nice, peaceful, serene place. Even with children, it was still calm because
Right.
you have the fish to watch.
Right.
It's definitely a must do at least once. For us, we have to do it every time we go. So at least give it a try. Before, because we definitely have to do it every time. We enjoy it that much, and it is the only place we know that has steak butter.
Yeah.
So, and we enjoy that. So thank you for watching our review on Coral Reef. I wish we had more footage for you, but of course that gives us something to film next time.
It was also a hectic day, so.
It was a very crazy day. I was more worried on him getting his insulin, and because we did not want anything to happen, especially being on vacation.
Right.
So, yeah, it gives us an excuse to go back and film that next time for you. But if you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comments. We would be glad to help you out and answer any questions you may have. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed our experience or you enjoyed this video at all. And share this out so others can see it. You don't know who may be wanting to get some advice or hear about someone's experience from Coral Reef. So we will see you in the next video. Remember, opportunities are created. You are the creator of those opportunities. Go out there and make your dreams come true.